Yep.
Sounds like my daughter.
Can you keep me out of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you videoing or periscoping?
Periscoping.
Oh man, how many people are on?
No, none. I don't
Sweet.
have much of a periscope crowd, so
That is okay. Makes it much less
Does
nerve-wracking.
Periscope stay?
You can make it stay for 24 hours, right?
yeah.
But after that, you can't. Can you save the video?
I think
You
you can upload
can.
it to YouTube or something.
Yeah.
Because somebody said if they go
This is
away,
where
and
I
I'm
glean
like,
my
that's kind of
information from.
pointless.
I pick up bits and pieces and it sticks in my head. That's where it is. Okay, so we're talking about recruiting packs. What's in them, where you can give them out, how you follow up, that kind of thing. But in general, it's just a goodie packet that you give to people. So I use envelopes. Some people, the goal is to make them cute, and if you can't make them cute, make them not ugly. Because, I mean, 'cause some people just can't make things cute. That's okay. But just don't make them ugly. Nobody wants an ugly thing, I mean, right? Nobody wants ugly things. So, anyway, so try to make them cute. And then there's a ton of information online. We've all seen it. I mean, you know, when you go to the join page at the website, like there's tons of great information there. And people can read that, and you of course want to direct them there. But when people are wanting to sign up, they want to know that they should sign up with me or you or Simone or whomever. Like, they're interviewing you. Like, they've already know Posh. Like, and that's what a lot of that online stuff is to sell them on Posh. But a recruiting pack will help sell them on you a little bit. Because, and ultimately, we want people who make a good connection with you to join the team. Like, if you know, there's people. Ooh. Sassy. That was awesome. Makes for an awful video, I'm sure, but it's all right. But you want people to have that personal connection. If they can know a little bit about you and what's important to you and your Posh journey, that will make a personal connection, which hopefully then will spur them on to join your team, right? It's all about relationship building, whether you're just selling products to them or they're joining your team or whatever. There's that. The other thing that I look at with recruiting packs is even if they don't join your team, you've given them a lot of information about Posh, which hopefully eventually they'll join your team or a team. But also, you know, hopefully that's locked them in as your client from now on. Like, you can make a cute envelope and be like, ooh, when they make a delivery, hopefully it'll be cute, or at least not ugly. So there's that. So we'll talk about what we put in there. I use these envelopes. They're called policy envelopes, which is really bizarre. They're also size 14. The regular envelope is a size 10. I don't know who gets to size envelopes, but that's what they decided. It's a size 14, and the reason why I like those is because all the cute marketing from Posh fits in there, and I don't have to fold it. Because when I'm making recruiting packs, I am like mass making them because I don't like to sit down and do little things. Like, if I'm going to do it, do it. So I'll make, 50, because these come in 50s. I'll make 50 at once and be done, and I don't want to fold stuff. But, that being said, I've seen also super cute recruiting packs where they fold it in half and put it in one of those little cellophane bags, like, that have polka dots or whatever you like on there. Put that in there, put a couple samples on the inside, fold over the top, and staple your business card on the front. And that's also really cute, just as effective. So, whatever you like. It's a little chance to show your personality. Turquoise is my favorite color, so that's why I picked turquoise. You can get green ones, whatever. I don't like it when the pinks don't match. So there are pink envelopes in existence, but the pinks never match, and that drives me bonkers. And that's just me, and that's probably a personal problem. And so you can use pink envelopes, but that's why I go turquoise. I get them from Amazon. They're Jam Paper brand. You can get them directly from Jam Paper, but I start on Amazon for everything. You guys may or may not know this, and this has nothing to do with this topic, but if you start at smile.amazon.com, you can, all your purchases support a nonprofit organization that you can pick. So if I'm going to shop from Amazon anyway, I would rather support a nonprofit organization.
So you do
smile.amazon.com. And your Prime still works with that. The first time you log in, you'll have to pick your organization. And I mean, like, every nonprofit is in there. So, like, my school's PTO is in there.
Nice.
Yeah, because we're a nonprofit.
And so what number was the envelope? 14?
It's a number 14.
14.
Or a policy envelope. Yes, for sure.
Policy?
Yeah, I think there's two different sizes. I also don't like to lick envelopes. Again, weird personal problem. But, so, the 14 the policy ones have the little flap, as opposed to the regular envelopes that have the big flap. Which,
Oh, yeah. Gross.
have you ever gotten a paper cut on the corner of your mouth? That I use Q-tips.
I use a sponge. It's a lot faster.
Yeah, because it's gross.
Yeah.
So anyway, but also,
Yes.
so there's that. I just printed out made those stickers on the front. You could leave them blank. When I'm just mailing them to people, I leave them blank. Before I could find the really cute ones, envelopes, I had made those to make the whole package a little cuter. You guys came in late, but I like to make things cute, and if you can't make them cute, make them not ugly. So that's really, pretty much. Yeah, because you've seen the ugly things in the world. Make them not ugly. No, you don't. You want it to be inviting. So anyway, so there's that. And then I put a ton of stuff in a recruiting pack. Work within your budget. First of all, don't go crazy breaking the bank with them. Use what you think is applicable to you, what speaks to you, what you think is going to be appropriate for other people. So, in no particular order. I put business cards, of course, in there. I always put 2. Sometimes it's 3. I just kind of grab some. Because I lose stuff, and I assume that other people lose stuff too. So if you give 2, it's harder to lose 2 than it is to lose 1. Also, it is a good opportunity for you. Hey, friend, you like it? Here, order from her. So there's that. So I do that with delivery orders. I do it at events. I always give people business cards, and ultimately they're pretty cheap. So, and again, if you get not ugly ones.
Can I see your card?
Yeah. These are old ones from the portal. Because I use Perks or whatever, because I don't have the patience, honestly, to sit on this print and make them. Some people do, and that is a gift they have,
You can do
and I don't have
double-sided, or
it.
you can do...
And I know that.
I have both templates. You can
So I get them from the portal.
different.
Okay.
So yeah, in some of my packs, it'll be an old version and a new version. Whatever. I get them when they're on sale. Use Perks. I always put some samples in there. I like to put 2 or 3 in there. I try not to make them all similar things. Like I wouldn't give somebody 3 masks. If you hate masks, then you just have 3 samples that you don't like. So, this is a mask, a hand cream, and a Skin Delicious. Because I made these in the airport in Denver yesterday because I had a 3.5-hour layover. So I brought them, and it was whatever fit in my quart-sized bag. So, personalize it from that, but always put a sticker on there, whether it's a sticker you make or the stickers from the portal. Label everything. Again, in the vein of people will lose stuff. Like, put your label on everything. So there's that. You should have your why story in there. I just printed it out on a piece of paper because I couldn't make them small enough to fit on the actual ones you can get from the portal.
Yeah, I was like, that's small.
Yes, you can, and that works too. What I do is I buy the blank ones that have the lines on there, and I use this to write a personal note on it. So, hey, Susie Q, it was great to meet you at, Joanne's party. You were so cute and so fun. I knew you'd love these samples, and I gave you some Posh information as well. So, write a little note. People like personalized notes. I like personalized notes. Everybody likes notes. So you write a little note, even if you don't know them that well. Everybody likes to be told they're cute. Like, you're so cute. You were so fun. I had a great time with you at so-and-so's party. Personalized. But Simone's laughing. It's true, though.
It's so funny. I love you.
Anyway, Simone's laughing because she just sees my Facebook posts all the time. Now she's putting my voice.
I know, it's you. It's Siri in the flesh.
So, but you can get them to print your why story on there as well. I just print it on a regular piece of paper and so there's that. But it is really important to have that why story. This is if you don't have anything else in there besides a sample, put your why story in there because this is what sets you apart from some other consultant. When somebody's looking to join Posh, they want to know why they should join your team or your team because they've already picked out, I'm going to join Posh. Now it's picking out who. So if you can give them a little piece of insight into you and what your journey has looked like, then that goes a long way. And if they don't pick you because they don't think that your journey is anywhere close to theirs, that's okay too, because if you have a consultant on your team that you guys don't mesh with at all, it's not productive and nobody has the success that you'd rather. So I'm very karma, whatever's good for the universe is good for all of us too, which is really hippie crunchy, I know, but it is true. You want people who have that connection with you because you'll have a much better working relationship. Like any other job in the world. When you go and interview, you're interviewing that company as much as they're interviewing you. They could offer you a job, but if you're they were all like mean or nobody smiles, you don't want to work there, right? So, same kind of thing with picking a sponsor. So there's your why story. A little personalized thingy-jingy. I also like to reuse stuff as much as possible. So, little packing peanuts card, like, really you get them in your order. What do you do with them? Hopefully you recycle them if you don't
What
use
is
them.
that?
When you get them in your order, like the packing peanuts, I think it's a cool thing about Posh. It kind of sets us apart from other companies. So I just put a label on there. Put it in a recruiting bag. I may not have them for every single pack that I have because I'm not going to buy those. But if I have them, I'm going to use them. I mean, otherwise my child will try to make paper airplanes out of them, which is fun, but not getting me anywhere. Same with Perks cards. You can buy the Perks postcards, which I think is great. I just printed a little sticker that said start earning free products and put my website on there. You should label everything, because if people, if they take it to work and they leave it in their break room and people just pick things apart, you want them to be able to find you. So put a label on everything. So there's that one. And then I really like ingredients. So I like the ingredient flyer. I don't know if you've seen these from the portal. You can print them out from the box, but I like to put those in there. Again, there's a little spot for your sticker. But I think that's one of those cool things that sets Posh apart from Bath and Body Works or wherever, is the good ingredient stuff. And then there's the opportunity flyers. There's a couple different versions of them in the world. There's 3 versions this season. If you know the person and you can personalize it up, this person wants to run a business, I will give them the business one. Or this person just loves product, so I'm going to give them the product one. Awesome. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. Like, if you don't want to buy 3 different packs, just buy one, because there's a lot of information in there about the kit and all that good stuff. So give them that way. The spot for a sticker on the back of these is huge. It's a 2x4, like you can use those shipping labels. And you can print out a little blurb about it. So instead of just putting, hey, join my team, here's my website, I just wrote a little paragraph. It's like, whether you want to start a business or just love products or whatever, you guys can look at it. It's choosy for me to read it. I feel awkward. But I put that on the back of there because it fills it up, and that way your name is not like in 72 font. So just print those out and put those on there. So there are those. And feel free to peruse those. I also put the kit. I print out both copies of the kit because the printer plan that I have, the color copies are the same as the black and white, so I don't care. So I print them out in color. But if you don't want to print out both, print out the kit that you like the best that month. Or if you just want to print out a bunch and it's a new month, you can always write on there, hey, check out online for this month's new kit. That works too. I try to give out 5 to 10 a week. So by the end of the month, I've gone through a lot of these so I can reprint them pretty easily. But make sure you put your website on there or a sticker or whatever you want to do. Again, though, make sure you put that on there. And then this is fun. It's in the box because so many people love Ipsy. So I printed out the little Ipsy thing. There's Ipsy cards that we got in some of the orders, depending on when you ordered. Like, reuse that bad boy. Stick that in there. A lot of people have had a lot of good results at events just by having that Ipsy sign that's available in the portal, because people are like, Ipsy, you must be cool. Especially if you're in an area where people don't know Posh as well. They're like, oh, but I know Ipsy. I've seen it on Facebook. And so that kind of draws you in. Just kind of, we all know our brand is awesome, but for people who don't know Posh, it kind of adds a little bit of credibility. So I like to pop that in there. And then I'm also a volunteer nonprofit girl. Like, that's where my heart lies in a lot of things. So I printed out this little thing from the box about the You Deserve It Foundation. If you guys don't know much about that, Alicia will be talking about it tonight in part of the general session. But it's an awesome organization that helps women, and I just think that's really cool. So in my why story, I talk about volunteering a lot. So for me, this is a real personal connection to add that in there. If that doesn't mean anything to you, then you, of course, don't have to include it. But it's just something that I really like and is really near and dear to my heart. So I put those in there. And not just the same thing, because I think I pick stuff up randomly. So we were talking about in the last group, some people have sample making parties. Like, I try to mass produce these. If I'm just trying to make 1 or 2 at a time, I can guarantee you that I will probably never make them. So I have to go, okay, I'm going to spend a half an hour and just bust out a bunch of them. My envelopes come in 25, so I'm like, all right, if I get a packet of envelopes done, I feel very validated. I also like to try to carry them around with me, so that way if somebody wants a sample, because you can say, oh, I have a sample pack. And you give them some goodies because it does have samples in there. That's not lying. So when somebody wants a sample, I give them that whole pack because you never know. And if they don't know Posh, a lot of that information is just great to know about Posh as a company. And even if they don't join your team, if you can get a great client to be one of your 75 people to follow up with, awesome. You can use recruiting packs, of course, at parties. At parties, I like to tell people a couple times during the actual thing, hey, when you're checking out, remind me to give you a sample pack to take home. And they'll remind you. If you tell them, remind me to give you a recruiting pack, they're going to be like, whatever. I'm gonna
don't call it that.
Run away. Because people don't like that pressure, and I'm way too laid back to be that high pressure person. Some people can sell the business better than they can sell a snarky bar. That's not me. And if that's you, I'm so jealous and we should chat later. But I can't do that. So I'd rather hook them on products and make them seem that I'm not a crazy person. I mean, I am slightly, but I can pretend not to be. And then we can talk about it, and hopefully that will get them to join. So kind of open that door. Online parties are great. You can have people, in an online party say, hey, if you want a sample pack to try some stuff at home, friend me on Facebook, and then send me a message with your address. That way they're opening the door and they're starting that communication, and you're not being a spammy girl. Because nobody likes the spammy person, right? Yeah, we've all been spammed. At some point you're like, last time I talked to you was in the 3rd grade. Whatever. I don't need a rap. No offense to any of you don't raps, but so there's that. And then at events I give them away like crazy. I do events in areas that don't know Posh at all, so I give them away a lot, and I make sure people sign up for that drawing slip so I can follow back up with them later. Hey, did you try those samples? I would
So
start
you
with
do
samples.
get their information when you give them a pack.
Always, please.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah. At sometimes bigger events, like these are honestly going to be cheaper to give away than just catalogs. So a lot of times, there's a little bit of information about Posh in there, there's a sample or two. If you tell people there's samples, they will open it. Guaranteed. I mean, if you just say, oh yeah, there's some stuff in there,